X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A spell that attracts all who spit facts online all the time. Can you see it? All the ones who drag my name every single day. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? They keep saying you don't have what it takes to carve out your own name underneath the shadows of gods. And I keep waiting for the day disbelievers say I flew way too close to the sun. I wait, but it never really comes. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A spell that attracts all who speak facts online all the time. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A force that compels all to rebel from all right shackled minds. Why do they just stand there against when they fall from the battles I have overcome? You feel it, feel the cope and the seething tone that they make while I stand up, man among gods. And I keep thinking with my mill, shooting ropes in my cold that faces towards the sun. They hate, but I'm sitting comfy with their mom. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A spell that attracts all who speak facts online all the time. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A force that compels all to rebel from all right shackled minds. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A spell that attracts all who speak facts online all the time. The X in my name is not just a symbol or a target sign. A force that compels all to rebel from all right shackled minds. It's you and me, your mom, it's me. I'll take another hit from my name. You'll see now, watch me not now, punch your face now. Show you how.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. It is so nice to see all of you guys again after taking 2 long, arduous days off from streaming. Was it 2 days off or 1? No, it was just 1 day off. Oh yeah, I only took 1 day off. Never mind. Zan in a different colored shirt? I know. A red shirt. Welcome back, Zan. Thank you, Somniostatic. I appreciate it. What's up, Apillo? Good to see you. What's going on, everybody? Prancing Goldfish, Bruh.WMV, Nina. Teeth Stealer. I love that name. Steetsks. That's a hard name to pronounce. Minimum Volts, of course, is here. We love to see you. Rayman Bell, what's going on? Naomi Chance, good to see you. Dan Scher, love seeing you in chat. Pesky, how are you? Gosh, I really am sad about the Tropicraft series having to get axed. For those that don't know, my best understanding of the issue that broke the server is that Tropicraft, the mod that I built the entire mod pack around, the reason the entire mod pack existed, has like a fundamental bug with it that creates these corrupted blocks within the realm that just break the server. Yeah, so it sucks, and there is no fix. And fuck Minecraft. That's really all I have to say about that. But yesterday was my 24th birthday. And I actually spent it having a pretty good time. You see, the day before yesterday, I managed to convince my mom to go to a gun range with me and try out shooting some guns, because she'd never shot a gun before. And I love guns, and I love shooting guns, so I figured, why not teach her? I'd taught people before, and see if she ends up liking it. So I convinced her, you know, as a sort of like a birthday present, to try out shooting. And mind you, she hated guns, she was terrified of guns, she did not like them. And one of the things she said when we were on our way to the range was, if I get hurt in even the slightest way, even if it's like stubbing my toe, I'm gonna want to go home. And I was like, okay, we'll go home if you get hurt in any way. And, you know, we get to the range, and I ask as soon as we get there, like, you know, this is my mom, I'm teaching her how to shoot, but she's never even held a gun before. Could I get one of those rubber prop guns you got behind the desk? And so he hands me one, and we go to, like, the back of the gun store / range area, and I teach her how to hold it, and how to aim, and how to, you know, stand and everything like that. Just the basics. I explain the rules of firearm safety to her, you know, reiterating them for the 100th time, I should say. And, after that, we go over to the front desk, and I end up getting her, we have this, like, really good, gun range we go to that has fantastic prices on rentals. And so we rent a, SIG P223, to start with, a 22 pistol, because I figured that would be a very easy starter gun for my mom to start with. Plus, SIGs are dope. So we take that, we go out to the range, I get us a box of 22 LR, and we go out there, and we're on the range. My mom, you know, gets the gun. First I load it, and I shoot a few rounds out of it, and I'm like, okay, you've seen what it looks like. You've seen what it looks like, all right? Like, my hand went like, boop, you know, like, my hand went like, boop. It was a very slight motion. It's not a lot of kick. It's very easy. It's not scary, and it's not loud. And so, you know, I put it down, we switch out, she picks it up, she pops off a couple shots, and I can already tell she's having fun. So we go through all our 22 ammo, and we just empty out that box of 22. After that, we turn in the pistol, take a quick vape break outside, go back inside, and I decide, all right, I'm going to upgrade my mom to a pistol caliber AR. So I upgraded her to a 9mm AR, and we shot that a little bit. I shot it first, showed her what it's going to be like, and then she took it and she shot it, and immediately, smile on her face. She really likes shooting rifles. That's what makes her happy. She enjoys shooting rifles. And so after that, we went through the whole stock of rifles that they have, I believe. They might have a couple left that we haven't shot, but as far as AR clones, that's I think we've shot them all. So we shoot 3 guns day 1, right? My mom falls in love with guns, all right? We take our targets home, and she lays our targets out on the ground, right? And you know, we're looking at the spread at our groupings and everything. My mom's totally into guns. She's like gone from in the morning hating guns to that night, like, okay, I need to find out what gun I should carry for conceal carry as a woman. Should I carry it in my purse? Should I do on-body carry? And you know, we're going through that now. So literally, in less than 12 hours, she's gone from hating and being terrified of guns to I am ready to have one. And I just could not be more proud. I really, really, really could not be more proud. It's really been a fun time. So yesterday, on my birthday, she actually was the one who suggested we go to the range a second day in a row. She says, let's go tomorrow on your birthday. And I'm like, absolutely. So that's why I took yesterday off. We got up way earlier. We got to the range, and we shot bunch of rifles, bunch of pistols, and we finished it off. The final thing we shot was some 5.56 out of a proper AR-15, though a modded one. The range has to mod the AR-15s in a variety of ways to make them legal in the state. For example, the magazine capacity had to be artificial, like just kind of limited via some like tinkering to 10 rounds, because I believe there's like a 10-round magazine limit in Washington State. So just, you know, so it wasn't like the perfect AR-15 experience, but it was the most perfect AR-15 experience you can get in the state of Washington. In fact, I've got a video here from my Instagram. Actually, I've got a bunch of, whatchamacallit, I've got a bunch of video files here I downloaded from my mom's phone from when we were at the range, so I'm trying to find some of the footage, because she basically records everything. And so it's hard to tell what footage is just me like loading magazines and which footage is like me doing something. Here's footage of me doing something. So this is the pistol caliber AR that I shot. Pretty fun. Check this out. I pulled back the charging handle with the wrong hand, I know. Big gun? Not really. I'm pretty sure I'm shooting that target? I can't tell. Yeah, I'm shooting this target here. Pretty cool. That is the pistol caliber AR. Let me see what else I got here. Oh, there's more footage of me shooting it. The video just continues. It's like broken up into multiple smaller videos. Wait, Xanderhall, your birthday is literally the day after mine? Oh, hell yeah, I'm a Pringle. Happy birthday, then, because today is your birthday. Thank you for the birthday wishes, everybody. Thank you to just everybody in chat saying happy birthday. I really do appreciate it. And also, everybody say happy birthday to I'm a Pringle, because today should be I'm a Pringle's birthday. My birthday is the 27th, not today, so you know, it's a post-birthday stream. But yeah, thank you all so much for the birthday wishes and the support and the kind words in chat. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys aren't too bored by gun shooting footage, because I did want to take a little bit to go over, you know, it's like coming back from summer break and the teacher's like, what did you do over summer break? And I was like, I spent my birthday, you know, time away shooting guns. Guns are fun, dude. Yeah, they are pretty fun, but some people don't really find them all that interesting. Anyway, here's the continuation. Yeah, that's where the ammo runs out. Those were limited to 8 rounds. This is just me loading mags, okay. More me loading mags. My mom doesn't load mags, so I had to load all of our magazines. I had to load all of our magazines, and I think in the last 2 days I've loaded possibly a combined 200 rounds into magazines in the last 2 days. We've shot a lot of rounds in the last 48 hours, and my fingers are goddamn numb from just sliding those rounds in between those 2 pieces of plastic. You know exactly what I'm talking about, chat. If you shoot guns and you load, you know, you've ever loaded a more than one magazine, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not fun. I need to get some sort of technology that allows me to automate it. Yeah, let's see. Here we got another one. Another one of me shooting the pistol caliber AR. Oh yeah, consider liking the stream if you're cool. I do appreciate all the support. Third Trump indictment dropped? Hell yeah, I saw that before I went live. I think I'm shooting this target, by the way. What's the kickback like? Recoil on this is not bad at all. It's 9mm. This is shooting 9mm right now, so it's really not much at all. Dude, there's really nothing more satisfying than finishing a magazine and then hitting that little tab there that drops the mag release, and just watching and hearing that magazine just slide right out. Just listen to that sound. Oh, it's ASMR. Not quite like stripper clips getting pinged ASMR, but pretty ASMR. I'm looking through more of the videos to find some of the good ones. Ugh. A lot of these are just me loading magazines. God, my fingers can feel. My fingers can literally feel these videos. No audio? I know. I mean, I know you guys can hear me, and that's not what you mean by no audio, but... Oh yeah, this is day 2. This is yesterday on my birthday. That's what this footage is from. Okay, so the footage I just showed you guys just then. Oh, Shark Raid. Oh, hell yeah. Shark, thank you so much for the raid, dude. I really appreciate it. Welcome, guys. Oh, hell yeah. Welcome, everybody. I hope you enjoy your stay here. If you know, yesterday was my birthday, and I spent my birthday teaching my mom how to shoot at the range. And I'm currently showing off the videos that she took of me shooting at the range right now. I shot all sorts of different guns, and I like showing that to you guys. I plan to make some more, like, legitimate, like, YouTube video, high-quality, prepared content in the future, but that's a bit down the road. Xanderhall X Brandon Herrera collab, when? I watch a lot of Brandon Herrera, and I like his content, but I can tell that his opinions on pretty much everything politics outside of guns we disagree on spectacularly. Brandon Herrera is almost certainly transphobic. he seems to be on board with the Bud Light boycott and everything like that, so yeah, there are very few, possibly no, gun YouTubers right now that are not chuddy, so maybe I'll be able to fill in that gap. Who knows? Maybe we can pull that off. Here's me yesterday. So the videos you saw before were me the day before yesterday. This is me yesterday on my birthday, firing the same exact rifle as the last clip. You can see we're actually in a completely different lane now. That's how you know it's a different day. We're using a different target. This time we got those reactive targets. The ones where you shoot them and they create a high contrast outline outside of your shots. I'm going to be using these from now on, because not only is it way easier for me to see where my shots are going, which makes me more accurate, but it also makes the video, like, you guys can actually see where my shots are landing on video, because I take my video, or I have people take video of me shooting from down, like, behind my shoulder down range. You guys will actually be able to see where my shots are landing, so... here's me shooting the 9mm AR again. Let's watch. Little too high, but still on the bullseye. On the bullseye, but a little low. On the bullseye perfectly. A little to the right. Perfect. Little high. Oh wait, no, that was also on the bullseye. Okay, these shots are pretty good, I forgot. And then I was out. Oh yeah, it jammed, I think. Yeah, I think it jammed. It didn't have many jams. That particular gun did not have many jams. There was one issue where the double stacking something or the other fucked up. I don't remember exactly what the guy at the gun range said the problem was, and I am no gun expert. I'm enthusiast of guns for sure. I like them. I think they're fun. I think they're cool. I like them a lot. But no expert. Certainly no expert. Today is my sister's birthday. Oh, hell yes. Tell your sister I said happy birthday. What about Tactical Girlfriend? Is she a chud? I don't know who that is. I'll have to look into that channel because I've never heard of her. Listen to my 9mm go bang bang. Hell yeah. That's a very stylish jacket, by the way. Thank you. I really appreciate it. This is my range jacket. It is so covered in lead. Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to run this jacket through the wash because there's probably been about 10 range visits I've gone to with this jacket. I only ever wear it to the range. So it's like, it only ever gets used every once in a while for like a few hours at a time when I'm at the range. I haven't ran it through the wash in a while, so it's probably got a lot of lead and gunpowder just sort of particulated inside of like the fabric. So I should probably run that through the wash to you know, mitigate that lead buildup. Because that's a real thing. In these indoor ranges, the air is full of some level of particulated lead. And so over time, you know, you can start to be affected by it, which is why I am going to try to find a good outdoor range that I can go to once I've got my own guns and I don't have to worry about renting the guns from the range. Because, you know, indoor ranges aren't necessarily the best for you insofar as your breathing and... Like, they don't even let you drink water inside the range. Like, you have to go outside of the range area where they're shooting to drink water from a water bottle. Because they're like, no, you'll literally get lead in the... Like, lead is on your fingers, it's in the water. Yeah. And your fingers get covered in like, black powder. It's either gunpowder or lead or a mix of both. But you definitely want to get it off your hands before you touch your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, or eyes or anything like that. And, yeah, you need lead wipes for after. They have de-leading soap at this place in the bathrooms, which is handy, but I also have an entire cylinder of lead wipes for whenever that's not an option. So, yeah, you definitely want to be getting some anti-lead wipes for sure. Anyway, here's me shooting it some more. Same target. Still has the same holes in it from before. Is it like 10 yards or something? I don't know. It's either 7 or 10 yards, I can't tell. I think we're doing 10 yards here. There's also Queer Armor. That definitely sounds like a lefty gun channel. Nice. I see that vibration go all the way through you, and it makes me think it would hurt. No, not really. Part of the trick of making the recoil on those rifles not hurt is by shouldering it very firmly into the fleshy part of like the top right of your pec and like where your shoulder starts. That little fleshy area you can create, like a little fleshy pillow. You want to really just get it in there sturdy, because if there's any space there and you fire, it's going to jab into your side. It's going to jab into your chest, into your shoulder, and it's going to be like a real unpleasant feeling when it jabs into there and it makes that sort of jabbing contact. But if you get it in, if you just really shoulder it well, it'll be more of your entire shoulder just gets pushed back with the gun. So it's not an impact, it's a shove. It's just it's like a push. So being afraid to let, like, the more contact your body has with the gun, the more, like, points of contact your body has with the gun, the less recoil you're going to feel. This applies for handguns, shotguns, rifles, everything. If you, like, plant your cheek on it, you get it really into your shoulder, especially if you can turn to your side. If you can turn to your side and do a little bit of this, you're really going to be able to just move with it, and it's not going to hit you that hard. That's what I do when I shoot the Mosin. Whenever I shoot my friend's Mosin, I sit I sit down. Like, I'll just sit down on my butt, and I'll do the classic World War II soldier Mosin shooting position, where you, like, kind of like, it's really hard to imitate without the gun in my hand, I'm sorry. And if I had one on me, I couldn't even show it on stream. But, like, if you can just really get your body pressed against the gun, your body will move with the gun, and the gun won't hit you. It won't smash against you and cause you pain. Oh yeah, the Mosin Nagant kind of hurts to shoot. The steel butt plate doesn't help. The Mosin definitely is uncomfortable to shoot because you're firing 7.62 and it's an old wooden stocked gun. But if you shoot it right, it does not hurt that bad. Like if you, hug it. Literally, if you hug the Mosin and you shoot it the way that like the soldiers did, sitting down sideways, it does not hurt very much at all to shoot. It's like pretty pleasant even, and quite accurate as well. Like if you use your whole body as almost like a tripod, it's really fun. I'll definitely do some videos shooting the Mosin. I've already shown this before. I've got video on my, well, it was on my Twitter. I'd have to dig it up in my Instagram, or not my Instagram, my Discord now. But I've got video of me showing it off. So basically your body has crumple zones. Sure, that's a fun way to think of it, I suppose. Here, let me look through more of these videos. This one's just me loading mags. More mags. More mags. Me getting a jam out. Reloading mags. My mom recorded these videos in like little clips, so... Alright, here we go. We get another one. Yeah, she recorded them in like little segments, so some of the videos of me shooting got cut off, and then also there's a fair amount of like clips that are just me loading magazines. Check this out. Here's me shooting it again. Same target as before. You can kind of get an idea of my groupings at this distance of 10 yards. Like, most of them land pretty tightly inside the red circle. You can see my mom's target here because we're switching between my target and my mom's target. So I assume you guys can see, like, where my groupings are. I'd say that's not too bad. Obviously, I've got a long way to go and a lot to learn, but I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing. This is my third magazine on this target, by the way. Am I interested in archery? Oh yeah, I love archery. I love just marksmanship generally speaking. Archery and shooting. I've really blasted up that area there. That was pretty good. I'd say my shooting's doing pretty all right. We're getting better too. Practice makes perfect. Just got to keep on practicing. Just got to keep on shooting, hitting up the range. Do I have one here of me shooting the 9mm SIG? Pog. My shots weren't top-notch here or anything. But here's me shooting the 9mm SIG. This is the first time I'd shot a 9mm pistol in like 2 weeks. So I was a little rusty, but still pretty happy with my performance. I forgot to chamber the round. Ugh. Vile. Ugh. My shots are so whiffed here. Pistols are hard to shoot long range, okay? Be nice. I'm so much better with the rifle, okay? I gotta practice more with a pistol. Also, I'm using a dot sight here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but this is full on a dot sight. And my shots are still this garbo. Granted, this is my first time using a dot sight. Have you tried adjusting your grip? Oh yeah, my grip here is fucked right now. I actually had, literally yesterday, because it was my birthday, probably, one of the range officers who I have become quick friends with, considering the fact that, like, I've brought multiple people to this range to teach them how to shoot, and I've had, like, conversations with the people that run the range multiple times. One of the range officers came out and, like, straight up gave both me and my mom a very brief, like, free lesson, you know? He was like, hey, you want to, like, straighten out your back here. Yeah, here. Angle your left hand a little bit more down so your thumb points out straight more. Yeah, there you go, there you go. I was like, oh, holy shit, that does help. Okay, thank you. You know, it really did help. But that was before I got that advice. Is there like a rhyme or reason to why the dot sight feels so inaccurate? I know that it probably wasn't zeroed in because it was a rental, but also, do you have to like perfectly line up the dot in the center of the dot sight? Because it feels like you do, and that's what I was doing. Or do you have to perfectly line it up between the end of the iron sights? Well, you have to calibrate it, right? Yeah, you do. You have to zero it in. Zero it in. You have to zero it in. And this one was probably not zeroed in properly. But I think this is another... Do I have another one of me shooting it? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, here's me shooting a little better. This is after warming up a little bit. And I think I'm holding it better this time, I'm not sure, but yeah, here's another video of me shooting the SIG. Bullseye. Oh yeah, all the range officers at this range are really cool. They're really chill people. That one whiffed a little. I think that one hit. It also wasn't a red dot sight, it was more of like a yellow dot sight. Red dot sight feels like cheating, it's so easy to use. Maybe if it's like properly zeroed in. It feels like it should be. It feels like it should feel like cheating, you know? You could hear the range officer in the lane. There's the lane right next to us. The range officer was giving a guy a lesson. Like, whenever you're in there shooting, you'll occasionally have people in there actively getting a lesson from a range officer, so you can hear them in the background doing the lesson. It's funny. My favorite when watching videos of me shooting is when occasionally the frame rate catches up perfectly with the speed at which like the muzzle flash happens, because it happens for like a fraction of a second. So if you get like the right frame, then you'll see it, but then the next shot there'll be nothing but smoke because it's not like the frame rate of the camera isn't fast enough to catch the muzzle flare. I think it's cool. Oh, yes. Okay, so I think the next clips should be of me shooting the AR-15. And you're not going to believe this. It's not just any old ARF-15, guys. Not just any ARF-teen, okay? Not just any America's rifle, but a Xanderhall brand America's rifle. Doesn't actually stand for America's Rifle, but it is America's Rifle. There we go. Here's a good clip. I think this might be my first time shooting it here. Yeah. This is my first time in this clip shooting an actual AR-15. Technically, I'd shot ARs, but none of them were like the proper... No, AR stands for Armalite Rifle. None of them were proper AR-15s. Granted, this wasn't even a proper AR-15 because it had to be edited for state law, but it's still an AR-15, you know? So here's the video, guys. Are you ready to see me shoot the evil, infamous, demonic AR-15? Here we go. I'm trying to figure out where the shots are going because the sights are not 100% zeroed in. See, the unfortunate thing that you guys can't tell, and you don't have to believe me if you don't want to, but none of the sights at any range I've ever gone to from the rental guns have ever been zeroed in. So it's less of a situation of line up the sight on your target and shoot, and more of a shoot a few shots and find out where the shots actually go in relation to the sight. So at this point, I was trying to figure out, like, it ended up being I had to aim, like, right here for the shots to go into the bullseye. And then once I figured that out, I was able to land pretty consistent shots in the bullseye. I have all my targets in the other room, actually. I can actually bring in and show off our targets in a little bit. Anyway, let's watch. That was a bullseye. At this point, I just hit a lot of bullseyes with it, because I knew where to shoot with the red dot to actually hit the bullseye. Bullseye after bullseye. The AR-15 is a very accurate gun. As they said in John Wick, it is very precise and robust. That is a good word to that is a good way to describe. That is a good way to describe the AR-15. Precise and robust. Let's see. Do I have any more footage? I'm sure I've got some more. I'm sure I've got some more footage of me shooting it, right? Oh yeah, here we go. I think I posted this footage on Instagram, if I recall correctly. Do you want to see a short vid of someone bump firing a Garand? It's funny. Yeah, I've seen it, actually. Yeah, use the recoil to, use the recoil to, like, pull back the trigger, but you also throw out the old shell and put a new one in the chamber, the same motion. It looks insane, but yeah, I'll share that video in a second. Let's finish up these videos first. Whole lot of people in chat, by the way. Thank you all so much for coming. Consider dropping a like. That thumbs up button really does mean a lot to me. It really does help out the channel. All right, we got some more video here. This is more of me shooting the Xanderhal brand black and white AR-15. Look how beautiful that is. I want this so fucking bad. I don't think you guys understand how bad I want this exact gun. Literally, it's in my colors. It looks like it wants me. Like, I touched it, and it was like we knew each other. It chose me. Thank us for doing what, Zan? Supporting me. It looks like a COD skin in the best way possible. It does, yeah. I just cleared a jam. Very fun gun. Very, very fun gun. Let's see, do I have any more? I think I have one more. Nope. That's the last range video, guys. So yeah, we shot a lot more guns and had a lot more fun, but we're mostly focused on, like, shooting guns and having fun than recording. Though I do want to eventually get, like, a proper camera tripod setup so that I can record longer lengths of video and set up, like, a lapel mic so the audio of me talking is a little bit more clear and smooth over the gunshots, which could be edited out a lot easier, you know? Guns are really fucking cool from an engineering standpoint. They objectively are. One of my favorite things is, like, bringing people who've never shot a gun before to the range, teaching them the basics, and then, just, like, having them shoot a gun for the first time and seeing their reaction. It's always fun. It's always fun. Lucy and I are doing that with IRL events in Poland. It's hard to get everything together for stuff like that. Yeah. Zan, you need to fire a Carcano, specifically the model Oswald used, lol. Why do you want me to fire that? Came late as hell, but happy belated birthday, Xander Hall. Thank you, Andy Bryan. I appreciate that. Would you ever do something like 3-gun when you have the resources? Do something like 3-gun? I don't know what that means. Let me read some donos really quick. You mean Trigun? Exolar, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $5. It's very kind of you. Based in Pog, very epic of you, says nothing. And then Nerodia, thank you for the tier 1 sub as well. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for exterminating the whiteness from your name. Didn't say anything, but I still appreciate it. Naomi Chance, thank you for the $5. Very kind of you. Said, linked me a Blue Sky tweet and said, here's a meme to start stream with. Your memes are always spicy. Wait, this goes hard. Check your fucking Steam, damn it. Oh, are you guys gifting me games? I don't want to open up Steam because it'll really fuck up my internet connection, but I will check it out after stream, and I will thank you guys profusely next stream for anything that you guys sent me. This is a good meme. Thank you. I appreciate that, Naomi Chance. You are based, and that meme is epic. Let me re-skeet it. Oh, wait, I just realized I've got a Blue Sky invite code that's generated. I need to give away a Blue Sky invite today. So that's right, chat. Some point in this stream, I'm going to be randomly just airdropping another Blue Sky invite code in chat. So one of you watching right now, if you're here for it, will be the one. The next one on Blue Sky. Oh, really, a pillow? Let's do it this way. We'll do one a day. So send it to me and I'll drop that one tomorrow. Oh, you have 2. Okay, I mean, you don't have anyone you want to give them away to? Yeah, okay. If you want to give them to me, I can drop them in the chat. And, like, over the course of multiple days, like, one invite a day. Because I kind of want to spread them out Once they start coming in 2x2s and stuff, we could start dropping them more. But for now, they're still, like, so rare. Like, you get them, like, once a week, maybe. That I think it's probably good to keep them to one a stream. Oh yeah, Pillow, thank you. That's really pog of you. I will drop one of those invites in the chat today, and you guys, one of you guys will be able to join Blue Sky and hopefully follow me and a bunch of other people. It's basically new Twitter, and it's way better than Twitter. In the distance, thank you for the Prime sub over on Twitch. That's very kind of you. I really do appreciate that. It means a lot. Thank you, thank you. And of course, over on YouTube, we had some support in the form of super chats. Inka Reunenen. Thank you for the 30 euro pounds. I really appreciate that. Said happy birthday. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. I actually don't know whether or not those... I don't know whether those are euros or pounds because I can't tell the difference, but I really do appreciate it. It's very kind of you. One day I'll go to Europe and it'll be a real place in my mind. That's not even exaggeration, by the way. Until I've been to a place, it's practically hypothetical to me. Okay, so... Exolar, thank you for the 3 Tier 1 gifted subs to Cypher23, Benifer the Potato, and Evil Rhoda. I really do appreciate it. That's a very kind $15, and I hope they all appreciate their stripping of whiteness from their names. Very kind of you. Says, yeet the white names, indeed. Thank you. Prancing Goldfish, thank you for the Tier 1 gifted sub to Moody Vixen. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the $5. Said, you thought you could escape the white name genocide? Psych! There is no escaping the white name genocide. Not in my chat. Not under my watch. And Cherry T21 with the 5 Tier 1 gifted subs to Jaden, Werewolf, Wildfire, Gabrielle Things, Trout with Clout, Kai, and Kai says hi. Thank you so goddamn much. That is very kind of you. That $25 really will go a long way and means a lot to me. Said, I'm making a bestiary for my setting name... your top 10 mythical creatures. Oh, top 10 mythical creatures. Let's see. Oh, somebody just dropped a Blue Sky invite in chat. Holy crap, guys, get that. Top 10 mythical creatures. You're asking a lot of me on, you know, right at, you know, a moment's notice, right? I really like Wendigos. They're a creepy monster. I love the idea of Siren Head. I like, I like the Kelpie. That's a cool concept. A horse that lives in, like, lakes and pulls you down to your death. That's pretty cool. I really love the Eastern Dragon designs. Those are pretty cool. Griffins are fucking dope. That's true. Add phoenixes to that list, too. What is that, 5? I think we're at 5. Which one's Chinese or Japanese? Chinese. Chinese dragons go hard. Sirens. Sirens are fucking dope. Those are cool. Kraken. The Kraken is awesome. What else? Dragons, of course, are very cool. Minotaur, I could take or leave. Mimics. Mimics are awesome. That's where we'll finish it. I don't know if that was 10 or not. It could have even been 11. We'll finish it with mimics. Like any type of mimic creature. It doesn't even have to be like a mimic from Dark Souls where it's a chest. It could be any type of mimic creature. Like, yeah. Zan, will you be playing the Minecraft server on stream today? The Minecraft server sadly got yeeted and skeeted because of the fact that the Tropicraft mod is broken, and there is no way to fix it without fundamentally recoding the mod and having a skilled team of mod developers. So, the whole Zancation series got scrapped, unfortunately, though we are not going to throw away the idea of doing Minecraft server stuff, so look to the future. There's going to be cool stuff that we do. We'll just have to make sure it doesn't fucking break. But yeah, thank you, Cherry T21. I appreciate the $25. Pufflecakes, thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to Bisu Do. I really appreciate that. Very kind of you. Thank you for the $5. Didn't say anything, but I do appreciate it. Slashy, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the $5. Says, I believe conservatives are trying to decide what to do now that Barbie is successful after they called it woke garbage. Yeah, they definitely took the L on that one, didn't they? I don't think they expected that movie to perform as well as it did after the opening box office, but they got on board that ship. We'll have to see how they dishonestly try to take the winning side of the culture war on this one. And Captain Eve, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I really appreciate the $5. Very kind of you. Said sub for Zan being a based SIG enjoyer. Everybody is a based SIG enjoyer who's shot a SIG, okay? There are people who like SIGs and people who haven't shot SIGs. Those are the two types of people. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Let me update that dono goal really fast. You guys have been so goddamn kind. I really do appreciate it. Golly gee. And then Connor McMahon, thank you for the 10 euro pounds. I think those are actually euros. Says, happy birthday, Zan. Hope you've had a good one. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the happy birthday wishes, everybody. You guys have been so kind. Hey, if you guys want to give me a completely free birthday gift, you can do so in the form of hitting the thumbs up on the stream. That like button forces YouTube to push my content in the algorithm to new people. So to all of you who go out of your way to do that, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And yeah, thank you guys. No, those are pounds. A pillow, why do you know that? Why are you anti-American? You've been live for almost an hour and I have yet to see any shitting on Hasan. I'm disappointed in you, Xander Hall. You know what's crazy? I have been live for 53 minutes and we haven't gotten to a single goddamn segment yet. I am a stun locker. I really am a stun locker, aren't I? Yeah, we got gun locked. You know, Cherry, you could cut that gun section out and make that into a video. Just make it like, I don't know, I went to the gun range for my birthday or something like that. I don't know. It's been an hour? It seems so. 54 minutes I've been live for, it says. All right. Let's get the first segment ready then. No more dawdling. No more dilly-dallying. All right. Let me get these links all set up.
Talk about it.
You all know what to do when I say action, right? 3, 2, 1, action. All right, everybody. So if you've been watching me for a while, you'll know that I've really been trying to get into the red pill sphere more in regards to my criticism, since I really do think that in this current day and age, as far as right-wing radicalization goes, there are two main spheres of online content creation where the right is heavily focusing their attention right now. That is media review and criticism. So that's like, you know, your Mahler types, your critical drinker types, geeks and gamers, no bullshit, though he's gone now, you know, the quartering, etc., Cinema Sins and what have you. Although Cinema Sins is far less political. And then on the other side of things, you've got the more radical anti-LGBT, anti-woman red pill crowd, like your Andrew Tate, Sneeko, Aiden Ross types, right? These people have gotten really big. And one of the people to rise up within the red pill sphere has been a woman by the name of, I think her name is Hannah Pearl Davis. Correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that's her true name, but she goes by Justpearlythings online, which is what I'm going to call her because that's what I've known her as for like a year plus online, and I'm bad at name changes. You know, I'm just, when it comes to trans people, I'm very good at adapting to name changes, but when it comes to like rebrands for YouTubers, way harder. Anyway, that said, Justpearlythings is possibly one of the dumbest and most mask-off of reactionaries within the sphere. I don't think it's really controversial to say that she's not a very impressive woman, insofar as the looks department. I'm not saying this because I disagree with her politically, but like, And this absolutely plays very significantly into the criticism that we have of her, because she takes a lot of time and effort to criticize the appearance of other women. So we're gonna go ahead and throw stones right at her glass house. I actually went out of my way to find a photo of her where she actually looks pretty good. This is her. Listen. If you look like her, you are not an unattractive woman, but you are you are not attractive enough, I should say, to throw as much shade as this woman does at other women's appearances. She spends a lot of time calling other women ugly, saying they're going to be washed out and burned out by the time they're in their 20s or 30s or whatever. She's 26 apparently. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. Oof. She looks better on video. Does she really? Hatred ages people? I think selling your soul ages you, frankly. Because Justpearlythings is a very evident grifter. I think it's obvious based on anything you could see from her that she is desperately trying to appeal to angry, young, horny men who've not lost their virginities yet, trying to make it seem as though she is this woman who has betrayed the sisterhood of femoids and is now leaking all of women's secrets about how they manipulate and harm men to, guys online, for a price, of course. It's a very blatant grift, I think we can all tell, but recently, she decided to really just die on the hill of defending the more pedophilic aspect of the red pill crowd. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but red pillars do tend to be, at the very least, subtly pedophilic in their messaging. It's always very obvious in the way they speak that they are, at the very least, willing to fetishize underage women in their youth. And this is obviously something that the broader world has a bit of a negative opinion on, to say the least. And because of that, I guess Pearl Davis thought it would be a good idea to act as, like, the woman who takes the contradictory side of things and actually defends this pedophilic position, and decides to come out with this phenomenal tweet. Reminder, by the way, she's 26 years old. She tweeted, now deleted, about 2 days ago, 16-year-old chicks, that's what she's calling them, are hotter than 26-year-old chicks? Ooh. Ah. Yikes. Yowie wowie. You. I genuinely don't believe this is Pearl Davis indicating that she is a pedophile interested in 16-year-old girls. What I think this is her recognizing the massive pedophile demographic within her audience and deciding it is time to capitalize on that and go all in. I really do think this is what's going to bring down the current era of right-wing demagoguery that we're in. The fact that so much right-wing hysteria ammo, or right-wing hysteria power has been pushed and focused on claiming that gay and trans people are predators that are going after children, only to then focus so much of their defense and rhetoric around championing the idea of teenage girls getting pregnant, getting into relationships and having sex with older men, arranged marriages, getting rid of contraceptions so that, underage girls who are raped by older men are forced to carry the pregnancy to term. Like, this type of messaging is going to backfire on them very hard when their main demographic in their audience start gaining the ability to think critically. That time is going to come. It's a slow, kind of prolonged thing. It happens in sort of waves, but it's gonna happen, and it's not going to be pretty. In fact, I think we're already well down that road, considering just a day ago, this viral interview between Piers Morgan, fuck him, by the way, he's an awful piece of shit, but, he's got this sort of appeal as, like, the British right-wing guy who's somewhat moderate by American standards, who like conservatives will actually go on and talk with, because he'll, you know, they'll be on TV and all that. And so he admittedly has kind of humiliated a few far-right reactionaries in the past. He's flubbed some interviews with others. I know not what to expect from this interview. Apparently, neither of them do all that well, but it still makes Pearl look really bad. That's the only real indication I've gotten of what the material content of this video actually is. So this came out just a day ago. It's fresh off the presses, guys, and we're going to check it out. It's 14 minutes long, and knowing me, that means it's going to be more like an hour long, so let's go ahead and speed it up to 1.2 times speed. Piers Morgan and Pearl Davis also speak pretty slowly, so yeah, we're gonna speed that up a little bit. Let's do this.
Welcome back to Piers Morgan. Pearl Davis is the self-styled.
Okay, never mind. He does not speak that slowly. I can't understand British. I can't understand the British language sped up that much. Never mind. Never the fucking mind. That wasn't English.
Welcome back to Piers Morgan. Pearl Davis is the self-styled.
That's not English either, even at normal speed.
Anti-feminist influencer who's creating major buzz online with a contrarian view. She's appeared in a couple of debates on this show. It's called Uncensored after all. We welcome any honestly held opinions. But this week, she's facing a major backlash for posting a song titled Why Can't We Talk About the Jews, which she dedicated.
Oh yeah, we covered that a couple days ago. I don't know if the video's on YouTube yet, but Pearl Davis released a YouTube video the other day, or a Twitter video the other day, where she's playing a guitar and she sings a song where the chorus is basically on repeat, why can't we talk about the Jews, and just JQing, but in the form of a song. I think that was deleted too. So, yeah, let's... Oh, he shows it? Perfect!
Dedicated to far-right commentator Nick Fuentes before later deleting it.
Yeah, it was dedicated to Nick Fuentes. She looks bewildered that he's bringing it up. Like, Pearl Davis's shtick is to go on to, like, lefty debate shows and get blown the fuck out. But her fallback will always be that she's a woman and women are stupid. And that's the entire point she's trying to prove. So even if she loses a debate, that actually kind of proves her correct in the end, because that just proves she's dumb and she's a woman. So then she's just proved that women are dumb by being dumb and losing the debate. So it's like, you know, you can't win. Like, she actually wins no matter what, believe it or not.
Why can't we talk about the...
I'm not bopping to this, I'm sorry.
Without getting kicked off of YouTube. Now,
Stop it.
I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy, but I kinda wanna know why. Now there's all these conspiracy theories, and the more they talk, I think maybe they're right. But I can't even listen to the convo.
Well,
Nazi gossip train. Oh, God.
Pearl joins me now, along with the New York author and founder of End Jew Hatred, Brooke Goldstein, over in the States.
Oh, my
Right,
God.
Pearl,
This is going to be interesting.
you've come on the show a couple of times, right? We've had some spirited debates about feminism and stuff like that, and I thought you've made some good points, and it's got lots of traction. Then I wake up the other day and I see this thing that's trending involving you doing this song. And I couldn't really believe what I was watching. I didn't know... Why did you find it funny?
Huh?
Did you find it funny? I mean, you know the backlash to it. I mean, you deleted it. You obviously thought you shouldn't have posted it. Why did you do that? Genuine question.
I mean, the point was
Okay.
more of...
Okay, she's a Nazi. Is it okay if I go, like, ridiculously mean? Do I have your permission to just get, like, as mean as I want to be with this woman? Just however hard I want to go? Okay, why she look like she had a stroke? Has she had a stroke recently? Or is this like a botched Botox job? I'm really curious because this is interesting what her eyes are doing here. I'm pretty certain this was like some botched cosmetic surgery or Coke? You guys think this is caused by Coke? Yeah, maybe. If she looks fucking weird here. Benzos, you think? She does act like she's on downers. She sounds like a fucking space cadet 24/7. Like, I don't think you guys realize I am stoned out of my mind 99% of the time on stream. I'm stoned as fuck right now, and you can hear me talking right now, and I'm relatively coherent. I can form a sentence and get it out of my mouth pretty quickly. She mumbles and just kind of with her speak. She's not even high on weed if she's high on something. She's high on something.
Genuine question.
I mean, the point was more about cancel culture and people getting kicked off of social media. If you finish the song, it was more about like.
It was more about cancel culture than the several lines about, why I'm starting to believe in anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. It was mostly about cancel culture. Like, they will literally... Isn't it crazy how cancel culture was just like this meme that everybody was pushing about how the left has gone too far just a couple years ago? And now we've got full-on neo-Nazis talking about how it's cancel culture to call them out for saying the Jews control the world and pushing the JQ. Like, we've really gone full circle. I feel like we're approaching the tipping point where this just can't go any further. They can't stretch the truth and spin the lies anymore.
Like, you can't talk about this topic without being canceled by the left and the right. I don't really have a strong opinion either way. It was kind of just like tongue-in-cheek. I didn't really expect it to get that crazy. It wasn't dedicated to anyone. I don't know why they say that, but that's not true.
She says this is dedicated to Nick Fuentes in the video, or in the tweet, sorry. She literally said in her tweet that it was dedicated to Nick Fuentes. Okay, so is she just gonna get blown the fuck out for lying?
I mean, Nick Fuentes is a white supremacist. He's a Holocaust denier. He said afterwards that you had dropped a diss track on the Jews, which he clearly took to be something which was, mocking Jewish people, talking about, I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy, but I want to know why. What do you want to know why?
Well, also, she specifically said in the tweet that it was dedicated to Nick Fuentes, not that, like, the claim that it wasn't is just blatantly false. We covered that video. She said in the tweet that it was dedicated to Nick Fuentes.
Well, it was more like, why can't we talk about it? It wasn't like
you talked
one
about
way
the
or
more
the
conspiracy
other.
theories you've heard about Hitler and the Holocaust, presumably.
I'm a fan of conspiracy theory. Like, people think I'm part of the CIA. There's a whole conspiracy thing online. And, I'm not for, like, silencing it either way. The point of the song isn't, like, I really have an opinion on the matter. It's more... I don't think we should ban people off of social media. So far so that I don't even, I think it should be illegal to ban anybody off of social media unless they're inciting violence.
Even pedophiles, dude. Jesus. That really does make sense. It's crazy how quickly it all comes around to just, nothing should be illegal. Like, it should be illegal to ban. Yeah, no. She wants there to be legal punishment for platforms banning people off of their platform if it's not violence or inciting violence. Elon Musk agrees with this position, by the way. That's how he runs Twitter. The funny thing is, by the way, that it always comes around to essentially enabling child predators. Isn't that funny? Like, somebody sent me something the other day, where, oh god, you guys are gonna like this. You little drama goblins in chat are gonna like this. Hypers in chat, if you're a drama goblin, you're gonna like this. Fuck, I don't remember the exact details what this person told me, but I'll tell you the most important parts. Essentially, there was some Twitter interaction that happened. I'm not on Twitter anymore because I'm banned and I can't see tweets, so, I didn't see this go down. But I had screenshots of it sent to me. And apparently, there was, some drama that happened. Shoeonhead jumped in to support the person who was, being transphobic or weird or something like that. I don't remember exactly what. And then followed them. The thing is, apparently the account that she followed is like a lolicon account. Like they're a right winger, like they're a conservative, but like half their content is about how they're a conservative and right wing shit, and the other half is lolicon shit. So yeah. Not good. Not good. Not good. And I'm not saying that makes Shu sussy. I'm saying that makes Shu hypocritical. Because, like, she literally helped push, like, a massive conspiracy theory about some random clothing company being, like, a pedo marketing, subliminal messaging conspiracy. And yet, she's fine with the weirdos on the right. I don't know. It's all hypocrisy. Every conservative who does the think about the children thing doesn't actually mean it. They're just doing it to try to make themselves seem like they are morally superior. Because let's be honest, I think we can all admit, pretty much the most heroic thing you can do as a person is, like, save children. Like, protecting children from harm is pretty much, like, the most heroic thing you can do as a person. So fronting yourself online as somebody who's out there protecting children is a really good way to sort of, artificially make yourself look like some kind of morally pure hero. And that's what a lot of these conservatives do.
That was the point of the song. I'm not really... It was more like tongue-in-cheek.
But just to be clear, what are the conspiracy theories surrounding Hitler, which you feel the more you hear them, the more you're interested in them?
Well, I don't know, because I can't hear them.
Huh?
I don't
know the ones that Nick Fuentes...
Well,
Shu followed fucking Fate, CEO of Fate. Who's that? CEO of Fate? I don't know who that is. Is that like a big Twitter person? No, CEO of Fate was an honest-to-God lolicon? Oh, is that the person? That I don't know the person's name. I'm sorry. This shit's like... Guys, I don't think you guys know how little space in my brain that I put... That I keep for... oh, yeah. Okay, I think it was that account. Yeah. Okay, I think that was the account then. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that's a big lolicon account and that she followed. Okay, yeah, that's the person. Oh my god, it was the person who celebrated our strike, remember? Oh yeah, she followed them. Okay, so basically, I have the line of events now. That person had celebrated our false strikes, the Zero Fate whatever, big lolicon account, or fairly large lolicon account. And because the account was like celebrating my misfortune and Shu doesn't like me now, Shu followed the account, but there's fairly well-known lolicon poster. So it's like... Xanderhall, the group behind the Sound of Freedom, is literally would literally go places and made demand for child prostitutes, hashtag protect kids, or protect kids, quote-unquote, is always bullshit on the right. Jesus Christ. Well, we're in crazy times, boys. We're in crazy times. I'm just excited to see where it's going. I'm just here for it, bro. I'm here for it, okay? I'm just excited to see whether or not the internet just fucking explodes because this all just spirals out of control, you know? Like, honestly, who knows? Maybe we go full cyberpunk and the old internet gets eradicated and we end up having a new net. Like, we have the old net, but then the new net gets built on top of it. And cyberpunk was right the whole time. Who knows what's going to happen?
Well, I wasn't even talking about Nick. I was thinking of Ye, to be honest. I don't know why they put that Nick was the inspiration for that song. I was thinking of Ye.
You are aware of the big backlash.
Ye is also a... Nazi, a Holocaust denier, a JQer, so, and also friends with Nick Fuentes, so, yeah. Also, Kanye did kind of get, like, legit canceled, though. Like, is he still around? I literally don't hear about him anymore. Like, I genuinely don't hear about him anymore, and he was a big deal. Not really. I mean, but like in the grand scheme of things, he seems like he took a pretty big hit. We'll have to find out when he releases a new album. He hasn't really released much music recently, so I guess he, did Didn't he renounce his Nazi card because of 21? No. 21 Jump Street made him like Jewish people again, but then he watched 22 Jump Street, and now he doesn't like Jewish people again, so... What can you do? I liked 22 Jump Street, so I don't know where he's coming from, but yeah, that... He really needs to take his meds, okay?
And the deep upset...
I'm not even joking. Wait, I'm not even joking, by the way. I'm genuinely not even joking. Kanye West, 21 Jump Street tweets. What? Kanye West posted on Instagram. Watching Jonah Hill in 21 Jump Street made me like Jewish people again. No one should take anger against one or two individuals and transform that into hatred towards millions of innocent people. No Christian can be labeled anti-Semitic, knowing Jesus is Jew. Thank you, Jonah Hill. I love you. But then, unfortunately, we get the bad ending. We get the bad ending when he watches 22 Jump Street. Wait, was that a meme tweet? Hold on, it might have been a meme tweet. He might not have tweeted it. Oh wait, no, I think it is real. Or posted it. He tweeted the poster for 22 Jump Street and just said, never mind. Lefty misinfo, is this fake? I hope this is fake. I hope he actually has been made not anti-Semitic anymore because of 21 Jump Street. If that's the case, then that movie will have ascended to a whole new level. Yeah, it's fake? Okay, good. Wait, so I can safely say 21 Jump Street made Kanye West no longer anti-Semitic? Wait, that goes hard as fuck. Okay, in that case, we're going to be watch partying that one of these days. We got to purge the anti-Semitism from us regularly. Remember, guys.
Certainly am now. I just posted that song and I woke up and I was like, article. I was like, golly.
Right, but are you sorry?
Crazy. You know, I think that, like, my whole point was that cancel culture is wrong. I am not speaking one way or the other about the issues. My question is, why?
So what she's trying to do right now is go on TV and appeal to a broad conservative audience with the whole cancel culture bad narrative. But she's having to deflect questions about her song she just sung about why can't we talk about the Jews. And it's like she can't pull off the dog whistle because she's just had she's had all the mask ripped off her face on live television. She can't appeal to that broad conservative demographic. All she has to appeal to here are Nazis. She's been unmasked before the interview even started. But she's just asking questions. That's the framing she's trying to take, yeah.
Are we canceled for talking about certain topics?
So you would allow Holocaust deniers to have space on social media to promote Holocaust denial to millions of people? You have 2 million people who subscribe to your YouTube, right? That's a big audience of people.
I'm not at 2 million yet. I'd like to be.
Right, but you have a lot of people that follow you on various social media platforms.
Yeah.
You put a video like that up, and there are going to be some impressionable young minds going, hang on, what's Pearl saying? Adolf Hitler? Not saying he's a good guy, but I want to know why. The more conspiracies theories I hear, the more I have to think about it. But I took that to mean that you agree with Fuentes and people like that.
Why did you cut off the end of the song? I said, but we can't even have the conversation.
What is the conversation you want to have?
Without being canceled by the left and the right. But the point is any speech.
No, I think
the left and the right.
What is the conversation about Hitler and conspiracy theories and the Holocaust that you want to have?
The people on the right who go after her are the people who are pissed that she's giving away the game. She has to play into the dumb femoid angle for her own personal grift, which kind of brings down the rest of right-wing red pill YouTube with her, because she's just giving away the entire game and not playing it subtle like all of them do. because if she did that, she would be kind of behaving in such a way that would kind of destroy all of her arguments about women being irrational and incapable of thought. Because at that point, she is just not living any of the principles that she preaches, and her own existence is a debunking of her arguments. It's a big part of why, like, in the end, Lauren Southern didn't really take off as big as she theoretically could have in the right. Because, like, a lot of conservatives don't want to hear a woman who doesn't live the principles that conservatives push tell them what they're doing. And when a woman lives the principles that conservatives push, they can't really manage an online media career doing politics. So, like, those things just don't go hand in hand. So you'll find that a lot of these women that are big in the conservative sphere, unless they're in politics as a career, they don't, like, as like a politician, like your Marjorie Taylor Greene types, they don't really last long in the conservative media circuit, because if they don't live their principles, they get called out for that, and men on the right hate them and grow resentment for them. And if they do live out their principles, it's just kind of impractical and impossible to keep up that media circuit career.
I don't want to have any conversation. My lane is feminism. That's what
Well, you're singing about Adolf Hitler.
Can I finish?
Yeah, but you are singing about Hitler.
Okay.
So you do want to have that conversation.
I want anybody that wants to speak on social media to be able to speak about what they want to talk about.
Including Holocaust
without
denial.
getting banned. Whatever they want to talk about.
Including Holocaust denial.
If they want to talk about that, as long as they're not inciting violence, I think people...
Of course they're inciting violence. They're inciting a hatred of
I think that
Jewish people.
Social media is the new...
So, you'll get a lot of smiley, charismatic, not in the case of Pearl, but, you know, I'd say that Nick Fuentes has a certain charisma to him, especially with Zoomers. You'll get a lot of smiley, charismatic, DreamWorks face-wearing grifters who will tell you it isn't violent or inciting violence to question the official narrative, as they'll call it, about the Holocaust. We're just asking questions. Well, back then they called it just asking questions. Now they say we're just trying to have the conversation. That's the new version of just asking questions, which is more of a meme for, it was the dog whistle they'd use when they'd embrace anti-Semitism back in like 2014 to 2017. But nowadays the term is just trying to have the conversation. We can't have the conversation without getting canceled, that type of narrative. Necessarily pushing Holocaust denial is inciting violence. If it is true, and that's a big if, because this is not true. We're talking about a hypothetical scenario here. Let's say the insane fantasy world that the Nazis online try to twist up was true. That the Holocaust did not actually happen, and that it was, like, made up or whatever. Then by necessity, all of the other conspiracies attached to it would have to be true as well. And at that point, you've got the only prospect being that Jewish people control the world. They push this false historical narrative about them being genocided to help grapple power or whatever, and now they're doing, like, the Great Replacement and everything. There is no other conclusion one can glean from that, realistically, other than it's time to take up arms and engage in violence, which is why so many neo-Nazis write their manifestos after shooting up synagogues about how all it took to get them to do this was hearing about these conspiracy theories. Yep, it's the big lie. So, essentially, my point being that there is no harmless Nazi. There is no harmless anti-Semite. They are all harmful because, historically speaking, verifiably, Jewish people have been disproportionately the largest victim of, like, what you could consider a hate crime since before the term hate crime or the concept of a hate crime even existed. Jewish people have been enslaved, tortured, genocided, and otherwise oppressed for literally hundreds and thousands of years. Like, it's actually fucking insane. There are conspiracy theories. There are insane urban legends that go back thousands of years that are extraordinarily anti-Semitic, and Jewish people for longer, like, just insane, longer than nations have risen and fallen, have been the victims of anti-Semitism. This shit goes back really far in human history. That said, we know the pattern. The pattern has been around for a very long time. So with that said, we know what happens when anti-Semitism and these conspiracies are allowed to broil. Historically, every single time it has led to genocide, enslavement, and death. Every time that's where it leads, if it is not stomped out before it can gain any real traction.
Town square, right? You used to be able to go and say your opinions in the town square. Now we have corporations censoring what can and cannot be said. And I think that's wrong. I think that should be illegal.
Well, let me bring in Brooke, who's been listening to this. Brooke, I don't think Pearl quite understands why the wording of this song, which she deleted, to be clear, so obviously realised this had not played out.
Off of Elon Musk's Twitter, by the way.
Maybe the way she hoped. The offence it's caused to the Jewish community. Why was it so offensive?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for having me on and for highlighting this issue. Not necessarily highlighting Pearl, but highlighting the issue that what you pointed out is that we're really facing a crisis of societal conscience, where someone like Pearl, who engages in hate speech, and actually the irony is she's complaining about being canceled, and yet she's on your platform.
God, it really sucks that they're so bad at, like, arguing with people like this. Like, if it, like, I could do better than they do. Like, it's not that they're wrong, it's that they moralize. You can't moralize with these people. You can see the grin on her face. She has no soul. You can't moralize her. You can't moralize her audience. The most you can hope for is that your moralizing will appeal to the broader audience watching this interview. But I've seen the internet reaction to this, and besides the people, you know, as expected, calling Pearl dumb, they're also giving shit to the interviewers, or the you know, Piers Morgan and the other side of the debate here, because moralizing in debates does not fly with the internet. You have to be a super big brain logic bro. Using anything that could be interpreted as feelings for your arguments will immediately get you shot down. The comment section on this video shows it. It's bad. Yeah. Yeah, as I would expect exactly that. That doesn't surprise me, a pillow.
Platform. She has millions of viewers on the internet and on social media, and she's complaining about being canceled. The crisis is that this is what is profitable now. This clickbait, this type of racial incitement
she is right here, though.
Is profitable.
Nothing she's saying is wrong.
And, you know, I'm sitting here, I'm listening to Pearl. I don't know if she's just plain stupid or she's actually quite intelligent and knows that what she's doing is so sensational that it's going to make her a...
Okay, actually, she is... this woman's doing pretty well, actually. I take back what I said before. This woman's actually doing pretty well.
A lot of money. But I want to say one thing. Pearl will disappear. She will disappear.
True.
Like many
Wait,
others
she's actually
before
spot
her,
on.
because this is something that's just a moment in time. She's like a train wreck. It's like a car crash. You know, for example, you can't, you know you shouldn't be looking at it, but you can't take your eyes off it. But I want to make one more point. I think it's so important.
Oh my God, she's just spitting.
Especially on this platform. Hatred is taught. Nobody is born like this. And I talk about it a lot in my book.
Okay, I stand this woman. All right, she's pretty based.
About the dangers of hate education. And it's not something that we can debate, that we can engage in a rational argument with. You can see what her opinions are.
Well, she's partially right. You can debate it, but you can't engage in a rational argument with it. You have to dunk on it, which is what she's doing right now. So I think the point she's making is you can't debate it, you can't argue it logically, you have to dunk on it, is what I think she's trying to say. But yeah, sorry. My misinterpretation. I'm sorry, this woman is based.
She thinks women shouldn't vote, women shouldn't have the right to divorce. She thinks that women shouldn't be able to work. She says these
I didn't say
crazy things
now
about,
you're putting words in my...
Oh my God, imagine going on cable news and saying based after all these statements that like 99% of the population thinks are heinous. God, she's just not good at keeping the mask on. She's trying to, but she's also just not good at it because she doesn't know that like most men are not this vitriolically misogynistic. Like most dudes are a little misogynistic, but they're not this vitriol. None of them, like, most men don't believe women shouldn't be allowed to vote. Like, that's not the level of misogynistic most men are. Most men just have a little bit of, iffy opinions, iffy learned biases and whatnot, those kind of things.
Hitler. But there's
Now you're
no
putting words in my
rational,
mouth.
please don't interrupt. There's no rational argument with someone like this. And this is a mistake that my community makes, the Jewish community, very often, that they think they can bring facts to the table, that they can debate somebody like Pearl, and it's, you're going to
Then why
get
are
somewhere.
you
You're not
here?
going to get anywhere. You're going to get somewhere only by shedding the light on this type of bigotry
completely
to
correct.
expose
All right, let me-
someone
all
like
right,
her
let me-
for,
let me
you know,
just-
the,
just
the
do a
crazy
monologue?
person
Okay.
that
Can't
she
even-
is.
All right, bro, let me go back to Pearl. Pearl, let me just offer you some advice, right?
Okay.
Because I don't think you're stupid. And in the 2 appearances you've made previously on this program, I thought it was interesting. It was controversial in some ways, but actually a lot of people would have agreed with some of the things you were saying. There's no question about that. But you seem to know where the line was. Someone like Nick Fuentes doesn't know where the line is. Someone like Kanye West, who I interviewed after he went on some weird anti-Semitic trope nonsense. Kanye's been wiped out by what he did, by what he said about the Jewish people, because there are certain things where I am absolutely in support of the concept of free
Kanye.
speech, right? But you can't go around telling Jewish people
Bollocks.
the Holocaust didn't happen as
Ooh,
Fuentes.
that's
And people
not-
like Fuentes does say things like that.
But I'm not him. So
You
you're
don't seem
bringing
to-
me
you
up.
don't-
So
what-
it's like
no, but when you
I'm-
when you sing a song,
Right.
and you talk about
who
Hitler,
determines what the line is, Pierce?
Well, I'm asking
who determines? Do you get
I'm
to
asking
determine
you,
it?
No, I'm
Does she
asking,
get to determine
I'm asking
it?
you
Who
to,
gets to determine
I'm
what the
asking
line
you
is?
to work out in your head.
I'm saying the
you're not a
line-
stupid person.
the
When you
line-
say I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy,
Yeah, Piers Morgan is like a moralizer, and it's really frustrating to watch as like an internet debate, bro, because I know that people online just don't respond to this. I imagine his audience will, but as far as the internet reaction to this, I don't, as predicted, it's not good.
but I want to know why. Right? When you talk about the more conspiracy theories about him I hear, the more I'm like, well, that's interesting. I'm just like agog that even now you don't seem to really grasp why singing
Yeah,
that
Cherry.
and releasing it to millions of people is incredibly offensive to Jewish people.
I think at the end of the day, Pierce, I don't think it's for you to determine what speech should be allowed and not
No,
allowed.
what about you determining it? Why did you delete it?
Why did I delete it?
Yeah.
Because it was just a headache, Pierce.
Because you knew it was wrong?
It's. I just think it's like.
No. She didn't delete it because it was a headache. You can turn off notifications on a tweet. She was trying to save face, especially because Elon Musk's Twitter has no rules against anti-Semitism. So, X is what it's called now. Stealing my branding. There's no other reason she did it other than to try to cover it up, and now she's being forced to answer for it on national television, something she clearly did not look like she was expecting. She seems very, surprised and, blindsided anytime things she said in the past get brought up to her in conversations. So I think now she's, on the fly, desperately trying to figure out, desperately trying to figure out how to handle getting called out for this song that she's since deleted. And she's now being called out for deleting it, and she has to find a way to, kind of hand wave that. I was just annoyed. Yeah, I was just annoyed. Yeah, right.
It's not the hill I'm trying to die on.
Right, but why did you choose that hill to die on?
I didn't choose this hill to die
You did.
on.
You released the video.
I also released 10 different videos about
but they're
10
not
different
all
other
basically.
topics
But they're
that
not
day.
talking about Adolf Hitler, are they?
Are we not allowed to talk about him?
You can talk
I'm
about
so-
Hitler
okay.
right to the point you say the more conspiracy
Look
theories I hear
look
about him.
Look, I think that anyone should be allowed to speak about any conspiracy theory on social media. That is my point.
She's trying so hard to Dave Rubin, but she's already blown her cover.
It's not about Hitler. It's not
If
about
you really
the
believe what you
Holocaust.
did wasn't wrong, you wouldn't have deleted it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Don't you think?
I agree with Pearl.
Go on, bro.
If I may
What's
just
she gonna
say
say here?
one thing as an
She's about to go hard, I can just tell.
Attorney, I have to say that I do agree with her that I am a free speech purist. And I think that even bigotry should be able to be spoken in the public sphere. But the problem of cancel culture is not against anti-Jewish speech. I think that's very clear. We see the scourge of anti-Semitism and Jew hatred rising on the internet. The problem is that there's no consequences for it, and the way that private companies
how are there no consequences for it?
Canceling is they're going after pro-Jewish speech. They're going after pro-Israel speech.
True.
I can't tell you how many times I'm contacted.
Oh no. Fucking liberals, dude. She was on fire. She was on fire, dude. And then she just doused herself. God. For a second, I thought she was based talking about how these platforms are actually punishing left-wing speech. But then she said, okay, the only pro-Israel speech, quote-unquote, that I can imagine getting censored by these platforms is stuff that is pro-IDF and pro-settlement. Like, the things that have been, like, deemed illegal, deemed as crimes against humanity that Israel is, like, perpetrating. People that make excuses for that and lie about it and spread misinfo about that might be getting banned by YouTube. That's probably what she means. That's a real downer. That explains why there's a lot of hate on this video, because this lady was on fire and then she just started dropping the Zionism takes. Oof. Fuentes is gonna have a field day with this one. Yeah, it doesn't really matter though. Fuentes' audience are about as far down the pipeline as you can get without, like, actively shooting anything up.
By people, and often my own clients, who are shut down on social media for saying anything positive about Jewish people, about Judaism, or about Israel. Yet these social media companies are unequally applying their own standards. And, you know, while they're, for example, shutting down COVID deniers, they are allowing Holocaust denial speech. They are allowing people like Pearl to spew her hatred. So if we are really free speech purists, and that's what we are...
Remember, this is supposed to be the left side of mainstream politics. This is the left side of mainstream politics. Remember that, guys.
You know, saying that companies they should allow all speech.
Yeah, I hear you. Listen, I would just say this to you, Pearl.
Unless it's incitement to immediate violence.
Right, I would say this to you, Pearl.
So we agree.
No, Pearl, I would say this to you in conclusion.
We're all on the same team now.
In conclusion, look, you deleted this. So
well, she never said that she thought that Pearl should be deplatformed. She said that Pearl and her ideas can't be debated. They have to be exposed to the light. And then went on to say, I don't believe that you should be deplatformed. So she, like, there wasn't, like, she never did disagree with her. Like, Pearl was just imagining a disagreement with this lady on that topic.
So you clearly felt bad about what you'd put up, or you wouldn't have deleted it. You accept that?
No.
You don't accept it?
I just, you know, it's kind of a headache. I was like, well, it just seems like a lot of headache to me.
Right, or did you realize, actually, in that moment, from the visceral reaction from the Jewish community, you crossed a line that you yourself should have worked out was there?
Look, at the end of the day, Pierce, the song was about freedom of speech. It wasn't one way or the other. The song was about why can't we have these conversations on social media, and why do I keep getting...
About why Hitler may be a good guy.
And why do I keep seeing people get banned on social media? My point is, I don't think there should be a line unless you're inciting violence.
Here's a line.
Wait, Pierce, would we agree on that?
Listen,
yes or no? Yes or no? Will we agree?
Here's my point.
No? Yes?
You haven't
no?
answered my question.
Okay.
I'm not saying Hitler was a good guy, but I want to know why. I want to know why what?
We can't have the conversation without being canceled by the left and the right. I just don't understand why you guys edit. You guys cut out
the conversation is about whether or not Hitler is a good guy. So just say that you want people who think Hitler's a good guy to have a platform. Just say it outright. Stop trying to hand wave it as I just want people to be able to have the conversation. Just say it bluntly. Stop trying to sugarcoat what you actually want to happen.
Oh, wait a
End of the
minute,
song.
Pearl.
You did
Pearl.
75. Okay.
The conversation about whether Hitler was a good guy. You want to have that conversation?
I think that
He murdered 12 million people,
my whole
including
point,
6 million
my
Jewish
whole
people in the
point-
Holocaust.
My whole point
At
is we
least.
should be able to have that conversation.
But whether
on
he's a good
social
guy.
media. Yes, because it causes more commotion when you're starting to censor people.
I don't agree.
Like, I think that's wrong. I think
don't
it's
agree.
wrong to censor anybody.
Well, you know what? You can have that conversation. You had that conversation. You posted it. You haven't been cancelled. I've had you on the show because I thought you might, with time, to think about this, regret what you did, because you can clearly, you're not stupid. You do understand the offence it caused. And wanting to have the right to debate whether Hitler's a good guy is just cretinous.
No, I want anybody to be able to speak on any platform. That was the point of the song.
All right. Let's leave it
Can
there.
I point out a nuance here?
I've got a Brooke, I'm sorry. I'm afraid we've run out of time, but thank you for coming on the program. I greatly appreciate it.
All right. God, that did suck towards the end there. It was going very well and towards until the very end. We have free speech until someone says something that others don't agree with. Free speech is free speech, regardless if you agree. Free her face when she couldn't believe Piers ain't her best friend, laughing crying emoji. Funny to hear Morgan use offense as an argument unironically. Who gets to determine the line, Piers? Do you get to determine it? Does she get to determine it? Yes. Piers was desperately trying to get Pearl to admit she saw her error because he's worried about getting himself canceled. Her face at the beginning, Lamau, she did not know you were going to bring this up. The irony of Piers arguing the censorship on Piers Uncensored is money. You have, yeah. So basically, like, you got a mix of people that are dunking on Pearl, which is nice to see. But then you've got a fair amount of conservatives who clearly are Pearl fans of sorts, though they hate her. So it's like, it's a weird dynamic she has with her fan base, who are calling out Piers Morgan for being pro-censorship or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. In reality, if you are against the idea of platforms having TOS, you are actually pro-censorship because these are private platforms and just a digital version of, say, a private space that is open to the public, like a restaurant, for example. So let's say, much like a restaurant, if someone comes in and they start shitting on the tables, the owner's allowed to kick them out. Hell, if a guy comes in and starts saying the N-word, the owner's allowed to kick them out. Simply for that. The same applies to platforms. If you were to take away that freedom, you would be taking away the freedom of private property owners to determine what is allowed to happen on their private property. All these platforms are private, but they are open to the public. That's different. That's a very different thing from being public. The public space. They are private spaces open to the public, like a restaurant. They close, and you're not allowed to be on the premises when you're not allowed to be there. The owners are allowed to call the police and have you escorted off the premises if they don't want you there for any given reason. Within certain limits, obviously. Like, obviously you're not allowed to deny service based on race or whatever. But yeah, that's a pretty capitalistic argument. It's not a capitalistic argument. It's me acknowledging the reality of what actually happens. Like, it's not me, like, championing capitalism. It's me saying what actually happens right now in our current system. That's not championing it. That's just explaining it. Because I'm sure if you take the set of people who think Pearl is awful, combine it with the set of people who think Pierce is awful, you get the entirety of humanity? Yeah, probably. Zan, how do you know they would kick you out for that? Kick me out of where? Oh, out of a restaurant? Yeah, I'm pretty sure most restaurants would. Yeah, if you shit on deck, you get wrecked. Christ. How do you guys enjoy that segment? I feel like it came out pretty good. What do y'all think? Good Seggy? Pog? Loved it? Hitler was a cuck with lame art. Imagine defending him? True! He was a cuck and he did have lame art. Very true and real. DJ Sanchez, thank you for the $5. I really appreciate that. Very kind and based of you. Said, hey Xanderhall, thanks for all the good content. Recently, my union helped us get a wage increase. Let's go. I went from $19 an hour to $25 an hour after 4 years. Unions work. Hell yeah, that's awesome to hear, DJ Sanchez. I'm glad that's just dope news. Based, pro unions all around. DJ Sanchez, thank you for the tier 1 sub as well. Didn't say anything, but thank you for stripping away your white name. I really do appreciate it. Let me update that dono goal really fast. Thank you all so much for the support today. If you want to lend some extra support as like, I don't know, a little late birthday gift, you could always hit that thumbs up button over on YouTube. The like button forces YouTube to push my stream and my channel to more people's recommended, which gets me more subscribers and more viewers and all that, and it really does help the channel a lot, and it's totally free. So, you could do that as like a little late birthday present for me. Hell yeah, Luke Breadstrom. All right. Time for another segment. Let me get this one prepped.
Salesman.
All right. You all know what to do when I say action, right? 3, 2, 1, action. All right, everybody, what is going on? It is so good to be talking about this particular topic because you guys get really mad at me when I bring up my dislike of Hasan Piker. And, well, I like pissing you guys off. It's always funny when I see the little red frogs in the chat and the little angry comments about me bringing things up. I get a lot of shit for bringing this clip up. Hasan defends Russia, Crimea. I get a lot of shit for showing these clips. There are quite a few clips of Hasan defending Russia, Putin, and their invasions and annexations of Ukraine. And I get a lot of shit from people in my audience who like Hasan when I show these clips because they... I literally had one person actually comment saying something along the lines of, I don't care what Hasan said or done, he is my king, blah, blah. Like, it was some really cringy diatribe about how much they love Hasan and will never dislike him no matter what. Very parasocial shit. Anyway, this is a little bit, like, old, obviously. This is from the start of the invasion, but, like, it's kind of hard to live this down in my mind.
But, like, you feeling bad about the Crimean annexation does not change the reality of the Crimean annexation being a completely justifiable fucking act by the Russian government, okay? So that's it. That's fine. And Hitler invaded countries based on Germanic ties at first? Yeah, dude. Talk to me when he's fucking throwing Ukrainians in a fucking... What are you talking about? Talk to me when he's throwing Ukrainians at a concentration camp, okay? Hitler wasn't fucking bad because he decided to invade Austria. He was bad because he was fucking killing Jews, okay? That was the problem. He wasn't like, oh yeah, we're gonna fucking annex territory with like Germanic people in it. That wasn't the main problem with Hitler, I think. That was like maybe 8th down the line.
I don't even think that's the only one either. I think there's actually more. Let me see if I can find another one. Hasan claims Russia won't invade Ukraine. I remember this one was good too. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh, here's a bad one. This one aged poorly.
Again,
This is a VOD. This is a VOD re-upload from a year ago called Ukraine Still Hasn't Been Invaded, Day 14. So for those of you guys who don't know, he was also on board with the Defending Russia train when all of the evidence was pointing to Russia's about to invade Ukraine. And so he was doing this thing where each day that in the news cycle, everyone was saying Russia's about to invade Ukraine and it hadn't happened yet, he would do Russia still hasn't invaded, day whatever, and then it happened. And then he started making excuses for the Crimean annexation. So he's literally downplayed and taken Russia's side at every turn, from the Russia's not going to invade Ukraine to, okay, Russia did invade Ukraine, but they were justified in annexing Crimea. Okay, well, all right, I'm going to get canceled for that, so now I'm on Ukraine's side. That's basically my understanding of his arc. I have very little respect for Hasan for that reason, okay? Among other reasons, too, of course. However, that's actually not what we're talking about today. Hasan's Russia defense and the fact that he's got a massive audience of tankies he's got to please is not what we're talking about today. We're talking about something more broad in regards to Twitch streaming and the streamer space, and that is React content. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I kind of have a tendency to, like, triple or quadruple the length of the videos I'm responding or reacting to with my reactions. I have a tendency to pause very often and go on long diatribes relating, or sometimes tangentially relating, to the topic at hand. And I think most of you guys would agree, especially in my critique videos, end up contributing some pretty substantial transformative content to the original video that justifies a fair use, description being valid for my videos. And the main reason I do this is obviously I have a lot to say and I can't really control the stun locking, to be honest. But also the reason I don't fight it is because I really, really hated back in the day, like the 2016 era, the Jinx style reaction YouTubers. I love React content. I like consuming React content, and I even like making React content. But there are so many React content creators from back in the day who would literally just sit there, play the entire original video all the way from beginning to end, and just go, wow, woo, occasionally throughout the video. They wouldn't pause it. They wouldn't give commentary. As YouTube got more strict with this type of content, they started to have to work on it a little bit more, but it really did kind of all fall apart when the rest of YouTube decided to sort of reject the reaction, the lazy reaction content meta. The thing is, though, Twitch came along, live streaming got popular, and that really switched things up, you see. In the Twitch streaming space, it is not uncommon to see large Twitch streamers stream for 8 to 10 to 12 hours at a time, and it is very hard to keep talking and stay entertaining and be like a good performer on camera live for even 4 hours straight. I have a hard time even doing that, much less 6 to 8 to 12 hours almost daily for some streamers, which is why there's a lot of filler content in these streams, and a lot of that filler content is literally just the streamer eating and silently reacting to a viral video that was linked in the chat. Not for response, not really for much commentary to be given overall, but just to sort of react to it, right? Insightful chewing. Anyway, Hasan has once again become the target of this criticism. You see, Hasan has had a fair amount of shit gotten towards him in regards to reaction content. I remember that a little while ago, JXy made a call-out video on Hasan for the fact that he would just play a viral video and then get up and use the bathroom for a prolonged period of time, or like get up and make a snack while listening to the video with like Bluetooth, but not being in his chair, and the video would just play and the chat would just be watching the video and he wouldn't be giving any commentary because he's not even there. Just straight up restreaming and then uploading that restreaming for his own channel to succeed and other clip channels to succeed for his own personal benefit. Now, I'm sure some of these channels ended up getting a lot of support from that, but the fact that Hasan wasn't even bothering to try to add some level of transformative value to his reaction, I don't like that. Because I don't like the negative perception that this type of content has as being lazy, uninspired. It can be a little lazy, to be fair. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's a lot easier than making prepared content. But the idea that it can't be transformative, the idea that nobody online is able to commentate or react to a video and actually contribute something with their reaction. I really don't like that perception. It's gotten a lot more common. There's a lot more of like a full-on anti any form of reaction content sentiment around lately. And this really kind of bears its head here with this tweet. Most Twitch streamers would be homeless if they couldn't do reaction content. Every single time without fail, Lamau. You got XQC, the Kennedy assassination, XQC reacts to Lemino. Great channel, by the way. And then Hasan, the Kennedy assassination, inside the book depository, Hasanabi reacts to Lemino. Like, they literally put the entire, like, title in there to get the SEO and everything. Kinda scummy, kinda skirmy, I feel. This got 91,000 likes, so people really got behind this. Zan, you got a watch party of that video? I'll probably watch it on my own time, to be honest. This got a lot of steam. And honestly, I kinda see where it's coming from to an extent. Now, at first I looked at the timestamps. That was the first thing I looked at to compare, to see what are we looking at here. Assuming these are unedited reaction videos. XQC's reaction video is 1 hour and 53 minutes long. The original video he's reacting to is 1 hour and 38 minutes long, which means he added like less than 30 minutes of extra transformative commentary to the video while it was paused. And then you've got Hasan, whose reaction was 2 hours and 12 minutes long out of the 1 hour and 38 minute original video. So he actually did add nearly an hour, about 40 minutes or so of extra commentary to the video while paused. That's not too bad, honestly. The problem is, someone sent me a clip of the video. Apparently this is a part of the video.
Than he is. Something like that.
As leading as that line of questioning was, Barbara was not alone in doubting her husband's credibility. Officials at 2 separate high schools attended by Arnold explicitly warned authorities not to trust everything he says. He was characterized as someone who would not hesitate to fabricate a story and not tell the truth regarding any matter. Indeed, Roland lied or exaggerated on multiple occasions when he testified. Another witness who claimed to have seen a gunman in the book depository was Carolyn Walter. Shortly before the arrival of the motorcade, Walter had seen a man with blonde or light brown hair in one of these windows.
Yeah, so like, I get that you have to get up to use the bathroom, you have to make snacks, you have to take your dog out, whatever it may be, right? But do you know what I do when I get up to use the bathroom? This is what I do. All right, chat, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back. That's what I do. I do that. Because I am not going to sit there and let a video play while I'm in the bathroom, unable to offer any commentary whatsoever. I'll put on a little... yeah, I'll play the music, to be fair. But, like, I'm not just going to just, like, leave my stream with a video going while I'm not even there to commentate over it. It really is kind of shitty, if I'm being honest. Yeah. XQC can be even worse too. He'll go away and then come back and say, chat, what did I miss? Yeah, no. XQC doesn't even have the Bluetooth headphones setup thing. He just takes off his headphones, walks away, and uses the bathroom, makes a snack, comes back to the video that's been playing for like 10 minutes, and then asks the chat what he missed, and then resumes the video. So yeah. Really, kind of got to agree with this tweet. I actually do. I actually have to agree with this tweet. I think Doug made a pretty damn good point here. And I have to, you know, my bias is against Hasan for obvious reasons, but at the same time, very valid criticism, regardless. Even if I liked Hasan, I'd have to cede on that issue that he has a bit of a problem when it comes to his reactions being transformative. You should work on that. What do you guys think of that segment? I know it was a bit of a shorter one, but it wasn't super serious drama or anything. Just a viral call-out tweet on Hasan and XQC I thought I'd give my thoughts on. Apparently, Hasan ends up being AFK for about 4 minutes there. Good segment. I'm glad you guys liked it. Thank you so much for the kind words, chat. Someone make Zan a bathroom song? That'd be funny. Nice mini segment, yeah. T. Losalot, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. Gifted to Zoomy Dog, Galixia99, and Dr. Yagi and Hippie Loco. I really appreciate that. That's very kind of you. Thank you for the $25. Very based in Pog. Gifted to, or just said, White Name Genocide. Based. We love White Name Genocide here. Storm Clouds, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the $5. Said, Canadian here, you should absolutely blame us for mismanaging our wildfires since we stopped doing controlled burns because we underfunded our wildfire response. I knew Canada was to blame, as always. I once again stand vindicated. Once again, I want to thank you guys for your enormous support. I'm going to update the dono goal really fast, which you guys have generously, there we go, generously pushed up to $115 out of 300. Thank you, guys. Very nice little birthday present from you guys. Late birthday present. Can't believe I'm 24 now. I'm a boomer. I'm dying. It's Jover. All right. You all know what to do when I say action, right? 3, 2, 1. Action. All right, everybody. We haven't shit on Matt Walsh in a hot minute, have we? Well, if you're someone who's been craving some Matt Walsh dunking, you're going to be happy to hear that a MediaMatters.org article just dropped about Matt Walsh, titled, brace yourself, Sweet Daddy Walsh and the Sweet Baby Gang, Matt Walsh's Dirty Deal with Diapers. We're digging into Matt Walsh's weird fetish shit that he does with his fan base. Yeah, we're going deep. We're going deep today. That's right. The Daily Wire sells a plushie featuring Matt Walsh's likeness in a diaper, quote-unquote, for your kids to play with, and it gets weirder. I am so glad that mainstream media is starting to cover this guy and this weird shit that he does. All of these guys are really huge weirdos, and once there's enough mainstream media attention drawn to them, YouTube and platforms like it will eventually have no choice but to drop the ban hammer because they're blatantly breaking the platform's own rules. Imagine being 39 and a 24-year-old fetus thinks they're old. Listen, I used to be able to heal from any injury in like a day, okay? Now I get hurt and it's like I have to take pills to make pain go away and stuff. It doesn't just go away on its own like it used to when I was a teenager and in my earlier 20s. You know, like, kind of hits around 23, 24. Anyway, Daily Wire podcaster Matt Walsh has positioned himself as the anti-LGBTQ public morality police, leading an effort to boycott Target over false claims that the company was promoting tuck-friendly bathing suits for children. So observers might be forgiven for raising their eyebrows at the Daily Wire marketing a plush figure of Walsh clothed only in a diaper, which the website claims, quote-unquote, is the perfect statement piece for your kids to play with. The figure, labeled the Sweet Baby Plushie, costs $24.99 and is marketed as having quote-unquote limited quantities available. The Daily Wire also sells a Sweet Baby Gang repeat t-shirt on sale at press time of $10.49, or press time for $10.49, featuring Walsh's diapered likeness, available for all members of the Sweet Baby Gang. What on earth, you might ask, is the Sweet Baby Gang? The ad copy does not do much to clear up the matter, saying mysteriously, if you haven't heard of the Sweet Baby Gang by now, then you probably don't deserve to. A sold-out Sweet Baby Gang patch says somewhat ominously that rule number 1 of Sweet Baby Gang is don't talk about Sweet Baby Gang. So naturally, I went looking. The Sweet Baby Gang is what Walsh's fans, the same group of people who on October 21st last year held a rally, quote-unquote, to end child mutilation in Tennessee. That what they call child mutilation is like trans kids existing. Also, they don't do bottom surgeries or top surgeries on trans kids. They do them on, like, at the youngest teenagers, and typically to adults, and even when they are adults, it's a massively difficult process to go through. It is easier to buy a gun than to transition in most of the country. Walsh's show sometimes includes special sections for members of the Sweet Baby Gang to write in and ask for advice. According to a separate video, members of the Sweet Baby Gang call Walsh Sweet Daddy, with one fan going as far as to tattoo the phrase and image on their body, and others allegedly responding to a call for a quote-unquote official Sweet Baby Gang anthem. With quote-unquote hundreds of submissions. Content warning, the video below features Daily Wire host Michael Knowles saying, "Yes, Daddy" to Walsh. We're not going to watch that. Actually, we're going to watch that. If this journalist had to see it, then so do you.
Of submissions. 5 finalists, 3 judges, 1 winner. This is the Daily Wire search for the official Sweet Baby Gang anthem. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the search for the Sweet Baby Gang.
Okay, so we've got Ben Shabibo, Matt Walsh, Michael Knowles, the guy who did the gay sex in that student film movie that we covered. And we've got Andrew Klavan, whose claim to fame is when The Witcher show came out, he, died on the horse on the hill of claiming that no women could ever beat any man ever in a sword fight. And then he got, blown the fuck out by all of the internet. Even Shadiversity, who's now, an anti-woke grifter, made a video dunking on Andrew Klavan back then, because his statement was just so bald-faced stupid that no woman could beat any man ever in a sword fight.
Anthem. I am your host, Michael Knowles. I am joined by my fellow Daily Wire hosts, Ben Shapiro, Andrew Klavan, and the man of the hour, Matt Walsh. Now, the winner of this contest is in for a real treat. He will get all of our most recent books. He will also become a part of the
it's
Matt
such an
Walsh
effective
Show
grift.
legacy. He
It's
will
so
be featured
lucrative.
in his very song at the introduction to the Reading the Comments section of Matt's show. Now, Matt, I am told that the Sweet Baby Gang has a special name for you.
They do.
They do.
Sweet Daddy Walsh is what they call me. That's my official name.
Daddy Walsh.
That's all we need to see. Beyond his use of a diaper-clad image for merchandise, Walsh also has an odd history of content involving diapers. One video posted on the YouTube page of the Matt and Crank program, which he co-hosted from early 2010 through to August 2011, shows the then radio DJ judging a diaper wrestling competition between 2 adult men, whose names are listed as Intern A and Tater. A large tattoo of a swastika is visible on Tater's back at multiple points in the video, in line with Walsh's public identification as a theocratic fascist. He does call himself a fascist openly. And jokes about Nazi book burnings from early in his career. So apparently Matt Walsh would make his interns do diaper fights. And one of his interns had a Nazi tattoo. I guess we're gonna have to watch this now. This is from 2010 and 2011. Way before Matt Walsh blew up in the Sweet Baby Gang shit. This guy looks like a tater, I'm not gonna lie. Or can we get a nice shot of the swastika?
In diapers. And what's on the line? Now, if Tater wins by pin or submission, he
This is Matt Walsh here, by the way. You can tell by his voice this is Matt Walsh.
wins tickets to go check out Kicks in Easton, along with 9 other great bands. If Intern A wins, if he can somehow take down this giant behemoth, man, he will get the opportunity just to spray Crank with mace in the face.
This is this is not happening with the mace.
It's it's something that.
Yeah, it's on this guy's back of this
So just
guy's
beat him,
shoulders where the
we'll
swastika
figure out the
tattoo
mace
is.
thing, but just first thing is to beat him. So now, do they have to start in a wrestling position or what? How does start this? Yeah, how does this work?
I think they just go like 2 gladiators in the arena, man to man, bear to baby Huey.
Sumo? Yeah.
No, because that'll require ripping at the diaper, and I don't want to see the diaper come off.
You push, just push. Okay, no, I think it's.
I'm concerned about the legality of this on YouTube, dog. Can we get a nice shot of the guy with the swastika tattoos back? Jesus Christ. Listen, guys. Gay people are degenerates, as it turns out, and these guys are apparently not gay. Is this just gay porn? This is just gay porn. Wait a minute. This is just gay porn. Oh, there you go. You can see the swastika now. You can kind of see it there. When he turns around. Here, I'll get the image there where they put it in the thing. Here, when I refresh the page, it should show up. Yeah, there we go. If I show you guys the screen, you can see right here his little swastika tattoo right there. Apparently there's also a guillotine in the background. Yeah, I see that. There's a bit of a guillotine there. Yeah, apparently the gay people are the ones who are degenerate, apparently. That's what they want us to believe. In this world, apparently gay people are the degenerates. Although he is the father of 6 children, that is terrifying, Walsh seems somewhat less enthusiastic about diapers when used for their intended purpose, complaining in multiple tweets about changing diapers, stating that he'd prefer his wife handle them without informing him, and then claiming that he has never actually changed a diaper. The What is a Woman filmmaker also has a history of eye-raising sexual comments about minors. God, this article goes so hard. In old comments resurfaced by Media Matters, Walsh said girls between the ages of like 17 and 24 is when they're technically most fertile. At about 16, you're an adult who is mature and can make decisions, and are that at 16. I don't care what anybody says. No. Here, let's see the clip. Let's see the clip. Let me see if I can find... Yeah, here we go. Oh wait, this is 13 minutes long? Are you serious? Okay. Nope, we're not doing all that. 13 minutes is too long. I don't care what anybody says. A deleted post from Walsh's previous blog called The Concept of Adolescence, quote-unquote, a modern plague, calling the concept of adolescence, quote-unquote, a modern plague, claiming inaccurately that adolescence isn't a product of brain chemistry, it's a product of our expectations. If we expect 23-year-olds to act like they're 13, then we will get just that. The Daily Wire later spent tens of thousands of dollars on ads downplaying Walsh's teen pregnancy comments and claiming that he was the victim of a hit piece by liberals, with the company's other on-air personalities vouching for his work exposing the transgender madness. Walsh has also argued that 12 to 13-year-old girls who get pregnant should be forced to give birth so that the baby can be used as evidence of abuse. He defended the Duggar family over accusations of sexual abuse, and in 2015 said, "If my own son got..." Oh yeah, this is the guy who like his son was sexually assaulting his sister, and like he either defended or turned in the kid, and then Matt Walsh, or yeah, he defended the kid and tried to protect him from legal action, then Matt Walsh defended it. Yeah, it was really fucked up. Matt Walsh said, "If my own son, God forbid, came to me and admitted to doing what Josh Duggar did, I don't know that I'd immediately run to the cops. Josh Duggar admitted to molesting two of his younger sisters, and was sentenced last year to 151 months in prison for the possession of child pornography." Walsh is significantly less forgiving of LGBTQ people who violate his strongly held sense of what is appropriate. The Daily Wire personality recently called for a trans woman to be thrown in prison for breastfeeding her child, claiming, oh yeah, Naomi. Okay, there we go. We got the Naomi name drop. That's dope. The Daily Wire recently called for a trans woman to be thrown in prison for breastfeeding her child, claiming that it's a fetish. Walsh has called LGBTQ teachers groomers, adding there is no heterosexual person demanding this sort of thing on the other side, quote unquote. He's also complained that, quote unquote, we're filling the military with cross-dressers, called for the execution of doctors providing gender-affirming care, demanded that police drag away drag queens in handcuffs for performing in front of minors, and suggested raising taxes to build more prisons to satisfy his punitive fantasies. The Sweet Baby plushie remains available from the Matt Walsh Daily Wire store, with a discount available for those wanting to purchase too. Very good. Very, very good. I like to see articles like this. It's very effective to have all of this stuff kind of consolidated somewhere. Easy to cover all in one sitting, right? It's very effective. This kind of stuff getting broad attention from wider mainstream media is going to start to put the pressure on YouTube to actually apply their rules against larger conservative channels, because as it stands, these right-wing channels are such big moneymakers for YouTube that they're downright terrified to ban them, because YouTube is not profitable for Google. It is not profitable. And while there's no chance that it will ever be profitable for Google, they don't want it to be any bigger of a money sink. So platforming these YouTubers for as long as they can get away with, despite their blatant spreading of hate speech and breaking of the TOS, is in YouTube's best interest. So we'll just have to see how far YouTube can push it before all of us, including YouTube, end up being the victim of another adpocalypse. We'll just have to see. What do you guys think of that segment? I feel like it came out pretty good. Good segment? I'm glad you guys think so. There we go. You all know what to do when I say action, right? 3, 2, 1, action. If you guys know anything about me, and you should know this, you should know a lot about me, it's that I'm a Florida man. I may be a long, long way from my homeland of Florida, but deep down, I will always be a Florida man. Which is why I am begrudgingly quite invested in the well-being of my home state. I would like to see it do well. I would like to see it be run by competent, good people, and I would like to see good policies pass so that the people of Florida are able to have good lives, at least those that deserve it, though most of the people that are moving there and living there right now do seem like they don't deserve it all that much, you know? Like, they kind of seem like they deserve the consequences of electing such far-right Republicans, but that is a pretty mean-spirited statement, considering there are a lot of good people in Florida, too, that are going to be a victim of the consequences of the voting of those Republicans. So, you know, not all of them are bad. There are some good Floridians. You know, the Floridians, they're not sending their best. When they come here, they're sending rapists and murderers, and some of them, I assume, are good people. Anyway, all that memes aside, right? Florida is absolutely fucked lately. In large part due to the rule of Ron DeSantis. You see, Ron DeSantis is the current governor of Florida, and he is a through and through fascist. Unlike Trump, who he's currently running against in the presidential primary and really losing against now, his approval ratings are dropping like crazy, DeSantis's. Ron DeSantis isn't like Trump in that he's just after the applause and the admiration of crowds. Ron DeSantis seems like he's genuinely, through and through, a dyed-in-the-wool fascist who actually cares about fascism succeeding in America, ideally with him being at the very tippity top. And that's a very scary thought, that somebody who is so openly fascistic can gain so much power, not just being in control of a state, one of the most politically influential states in America, might I add, but also to potentially have a grab at a potential presidential nomination. That's a scary thought. I mean, Trump was pretty bad, but Ron DeSantis is worse than Trump. I have to say that. I have to make that very clear. And I think there's no better demonstration of this than Ron DeSantis' presidential campaign. For those of you guys that don't know, Ron DeSantis is trying his best to appeal to the Groyper crowd. You see, Donald Trump has kind of fallen off pretty hardcore. Republicans across the board electorally have fallen off pretty hardcore. But Trump in particular has as well. You know, in the Republican Party, he's still got his very fervent supporter base, but it's nothing like it was in 2016, not even as good as it was in 2020. I genuinely think he's going to do worse in 2024 than he did in 2020. That said, it is still a terrifying prospect that Ron DeSantis and Trump could get so far. But Ron DeSantis is trying to, instead of appealing to the broad hog Republican who's not online, who watches lots of Fox News and OAN and what have you, Ron DeSantis is trying to appeal to the younger Zoomer Republican demographic, you know, the Groyper sphere, if you know what I mean. And this has led to his campaign staffers consisting of a lot of those, like, what are those visor sunglasses? I forget what they're called. Visor sunglasses wearing Groypers. And one of them posted on the official Ron DeSantis presidential campaign Twitter page. Yeah, the Oakleys. Yeah, thank you. Posted on the official Ron DeSantis presidential campaign Twitter page a campaign video. It's in like one of those very common like Wojak animations that could be, you know, anywhere politically, but the right really loves them. And the ending is a little worrying. Let's give it a watch. Oh, here. Oh yeah, Cherry had to upload this onto YouTube because I can't watch it on Twitter, and it's been taken down. And also, Cherry couldn't have the original music in there for copyright reasons. So this is going to have the X in my name playing over it, which is my theme song, which is honestly better than the song that was originally there. So there's going to be Nazi shit, and then my theme will be playing, which is odd. It's an odd thing, but that's why it has to happen. All right, copyright's a bitch. It starts out not too bad. I feel like at the beginning here, this feels like it could be a trailer for my channel. It works, yeah, it fits. You should have used the Arabic Nokia ringtone or something. That'd been funny. What the fuck? Xander Hall's a DeSantis voter? So for the beginning of this, it's mostly like DeSantis fanboying, right? Like, oh, the glory of Florida, yada, yada, yada. Stuff that's not necessarily all that mask off. A lot of Miami footage, the Keys. And then, towards the end here is when the part that was a little concerning happens. Drag queen's bad, yada, yada, yada. And here's the part that's a little concerning. Notably because those are Nazi soldiers marching in the foreground there. Or actually, I don't think they are. I think those are supposed to be American troops with, they might have armbands on. It's very blurry. But pay more attention to the seal of Florida there. And the logo, the symbol, slowly starting to fade in. Yeah, they're Marines, yeah. Yeah, or I think they're actually supposed to be Florida Coast Guard, realistically. But yeah, they might be Marines, I'm not sure. That is the Black Sun. That is the Black Sun. They're Marines? Okay, thank you, chat. Let me get you guys affiliated with that, what that symbol is. Reminder, this was posted by his campaign and made by one of his staffers. The Black Sun, here I'll show you, this is the Wikipedia page. The Black Sun is a type of sun wheel symbol originating in Nazi Germany and later employed by neo-Nazis and other far-right individuals and groups. The symbol's design consists of 12 radial sig runes, similar to the symbols employed by the SS in their logo. It first appeared in Nazi Germany as a design element in a castle at Wewelsburg, I'm sure is how it's pronounced, remodeled and expanded by the head of the SS, Heinrich Himmler, which he intended to be the center for the SS. It is unknown whether the design had a name or held any particular significance among the SS. Its association with the occult originates with the 1991 German novel Die Schwarze Sonne von... I'm not doing the German. It translates to The Black Sun of Tashi Lubtno by the pseudonymous author Russell McLeod. The book links the Wewelsburg mosaic with the neo-Nazi concept of the Black Sun, invented by the former SS officer Wilhelm Landig as a substitute for the Nazi swastika. So, like, it's all coming around to Nazism, as it always does. It always ends up being this cycle, right? Where, like, Nazis dog whistle their beliefs. The left knows what they're up to and calls it out. Centrists start calling that insane, saying that you're over-exaggerating, you're freaking out, you call everything you don't agree with Nazi, and then give it a couple years or even months, and you end up here. You end up with presidential campaigns tweeting out the Black Sun. You end up with Justpearlythings making songs about how Hitler wasn't that bad of a guy, maybe, if you think about the conspiracy theories, and I think we should have that conversation, just maybe. It's the same shit that happened back during Gamergate. It's the same thing. It just all happens over and over again. It's funny, too, because the right is allergic to you pointing out this pattern. They get really, really mad when you do this. I was looking at my YouTube page the other day, and I looked at the comments, and I saw a conservative had angrily commented on one of my videos. I believe I'd also put, like, a password on that video, like there was a code word on it for your comment section to, like, confirm whether or not you'd actually watch the whole video, and that person didn't include it, so you know they didn't actually watch the whole video. But they ended up saying something along the lines of, "Why are you talking about Gamergate in 2023? Oh my god, get over it already, lefties." It's like, dog, Kotaku in Action 2 is a subreddit that exists. They're like, these dudes are trying desperately to make Gamergate a thing again. They talk about Gamergate all the time like it was the glory days that need to be brought back. You're mad that I'm talking about the fact that this propaganda wave is a continuously running cycle that's extremely predictable and very easy to call out once you've witnessed the cycle once. They really don't like when lefties metagame their lies and propaganda. It really pisses them off. It's very, very upsetting for them. So yes, overall, the point I'm trying to make is that when people tell you that you can't call out what you see, ignore them. Call them triggered for you calling a spade, and move on. If you listen and cede to their criticism of you calling Nazis Nazis, they win. You need to do it in a rhetorically effective, optically good-looking way. You can't just get triggered and moralize and say, you're a Nazi and Nazis are bad. You have to say, why are you being such a pussy? Just own your opinions. Say that just admit to being a Nazi and, like, let's talk about the opinions that you hold and I'll just debunk your actual takes. Like, there are ways to go about it rhetorically, calling these people Nazis that don't push away most people, but you do have to be willing to fight through conservatives' desire to shame you for calling it how you see it and, you know, go through with it and call it how you see it, because it happens every time. You get shit for calling someone a Nazi. Oh, wait, turns out it was true all along, and, yeah, you were completely right from the beginning. It's happened many times now. It even happens among the left. I'll call out someone on the left for being cringe, like a woke scold or a tanky or something like that. I'll get tons of people calling me out and saying, I'm stirring up drama, I'm stirring up shit. And then in the end, I end up getting proven right. It's happened over and over again. It's not something only I've done. Many other content creators in this space have gone through the exact same arc. This is not unique to me. So yeah. A spade is a spade, unless then it's a shovel, then you can hit them with it. Well said, Dark Canuck. Well said. How'd you guys enjoy that segment? I feel like that came out pretty good. Good Segi? I'm glad you guys think so. Charmenthal, thank you for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the $25. That really means a lot. Gifted to Niawi, LB, Camon in the Cut, Carl the Carl, and Mr. Nubs. I really do appreciate it. This is happy belated B-Day, old man. Hey, I really appreciate it. Very kind of you. Means a lot. It really, really does. You guys have been amazing today. I think that is the last segment for today, guys. We did 4 segments, 5 if you count the gun stun lock that I think Cherry's going to edit up into its own video. And I'd say it's a damn good stream. I know it's only been 2.5 hours, but I'll admit I am quite tired. I have been very busy the last couple days shooting guns, and that takes a surprising amount of energy out of you, but I will be live tomorrow, so don't you guys worry. And of course, triple uploads every day will be continuing for the foreseeable future, so don't you guys worry. There will be lots of videos going up on the channel, especially if you miss the streams. Those videos will be new content for you. And I also plan to get onto the shorts train of doing more YouTube shorts that are filmed off-stream. And I'm also trying to make more content for my Patreon, so expect a lot of cool stuff in the future. We are just getting started. We're making that push for 100K. Hitting 100K is the end of the tutorial of being a YouTuber, okay? So once we hit that 100K, it's only up from there, trust me. Puffle Cakes, thank you for the 4 tier 1 gifted subs. I really appreciate the $20. That means a lot to me. Gifted to Tropic Wombat, the Gilded Moth, Larry Banks 78, and Natalie 23 said happy belated birthday. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I hope they all appreciate their gifted subs. There are still quite a few white names in chat, but hey, can't get them all, right? Anyway, let's see who's live right now. Who should I raid into? Who is live? Dylan. We shall raid Dylan. He is defending Ukraine in Hearts of Iron. So if you like Hearts of Iron and you like Ukraine, you should go over to Dylan's stream. Go over to Dylan's chat and say Zan host, Be kind, be pog, be nice, and all the good things. I really do appreciate your support today. You truly have all been amazing. Go say nice things in Dylan's chat. Go send some love over there. And as always, I love you all very much, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good one.